What's going on, everyone? D. Anthony from evolutiontraders.com. So we're going to do a little technical analysis breakdown intraday on Tesla. As you know, I love to trade Tesla in and out, whether that be to the long side or the downside. Obviously, if we're talking long term, I'm very, very bullish on the stock. But being that I am a full-time options day trader, I'm always looking for those intraday moves, whether it gives it to us on a flush or a breakout. So what I'm actually looking at here now on Tesla, we've been kind of trading around this zone between $843 and around $875, cracking above it 2 times and kind of touching that $880 level. So one thing that I do want to keep in mind is both times that we touched this $889, $885 level, we were rejected very, very harshly 2 times. You can also see here, going back to last Friday's price action, just about a couple of weeks now, that this was the macro flush. And then when we were rejected at this level previously, we flushed all the way down to lows of $691, which was an absolute steal. So if you did pick any shares up or buy some options contracts down there around 700, you're sitting pretty nicely right now. So just if we kind of look at it from a day by day look here, what we're looking at here is we have come down and tested the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame multiple times here. That is down at the bottom of the range between 840 and 860. So with that being said, right now intraday, Tesla is trying to reclaim the 20-day moving average. But what I would like to see is I would like to see some sort of close on Tesla on the bullish side over 875. I think that if we can get a daily close over 875, we're going to be able to clean up that that seller that we have sitting there. There's someone or some bank or institution is definitely weighting this down under 890, because every time we get into that 880, 890 zone for the short term, there's someone just unloading shares there, and it's obviously pushing the stock down. So with that being said, I'd be very, very cautious trying to go long unless you're taking part in some sort of intraday scalp. But what I'm kind of looking for here for the rest of the week on Tesla is to get a daily close over $875 and then to confirm that high price. As soon as Tesla can get back over that 890, I think we're going to have room to stretch into that 900, 920 range. That's definitely going to be a part of the trade that I'm going to want to be involved in. Now, obviously, if this little flag pattern starts to break down to the bottom, we do have a little bit of support here at 843. That's also going back to last Wednesday, Thursday's price action, even Tuesday's price action, where it was acting as a little bit of area of resistance. You can see here that we caught that area today for a little bit of support, and it was also the close on this hour candle here going back to Monday. So if we do lose $843.93, this would be an area of opportunity to partake in a short scalp on an intraday level. So definitely, if we lose 843, I will look to buy some put options, probably as close to in the money as I can get, and just look to ride that for a few points, 5, 10, 15 points to the downside on Tesla if we can get that flush. Now, today's been a little bit of a choppy day. We have been in a range, although overall, from a macro point of view, just looking at the triple Qs overall, a lot of stocks are up. However, we haven't, just because stocks moved up today, they didn't really go higher necessarily, right? So there's a lot of stocks that are at the top of the range, hitting supply. We're going to need at least 1 or 2 more days to clear out that supply before we can actually say that we are going to put another leg higher, because anytime we're at the top of the range, hitting our heads at supply, it's only going to take one thing for those stocks to kind of start to fade off. And if things start to get aggressive, they can lose those lower levels and then really have that flush cycle. So I know a lot of people are starting to call the bottom on the stock market as we've been moving higher the last 3 to 4 days, which we're not going to know if that is the short-term bottom or that's the bottom until the triple Q start to reclaim that 200-day moving average. Then we can kind of look back and say, hey, you know what, when we touched, whatever it was at $317 on the triple Qs, that was the low. Things are back on schedule and moving higher. What we've been doing now is just having aggressive dead cat rally bounces that is still under macro supply. So just be mindful that any sort of rug pull, a lot of these stocks who have made these 2-3 day runners are going to be the first ones to get hit and pulled very, very aggressively. But obviously, Everyone loves when stocks are going higher. The sun seems to be shining a lot brighter when stocks are moving up. And I'm always a participant in the market when the stocks are moving higher. I just have to wait and kind of pick my spots accordingly. So right now, what I'm looking for is that $874 test. I would love a daily close candle over 875. Then I would be looking for the following day to kind of confirm that price action to go long. Obviously, my bias is still giving the bulls the benefit of the doubt. I won't get bearish on my side of trading of Tesla until we lose $843. But I hope this video helps, guys. If you're looking for a trading strategy for options and equities, definitely check out my website at evolutiontraders.com. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button on your way out. And I'm going to see you guys all in the next trading video.